Good morning, everybody, and welcome from the Bozard Ford studio. We hope that you are having a great day this Thursday morning. We've got lots of stories in the news. We have the county commissioners discussing the e-bike ordinance draft, an update from yesterday's crash on US 1. Governor DeSantis appoints a local judge to the circuit court, and a spa is shutting down, but no one can use their gift cards. May or may not have a personal experience with this situation. We'll get to all that and more, but first, since 1949, Bozard Ford Lincoln has been more than just a dealership. They are a family-owned beacon of trust right here in St. Augustine, founded on the principles of honesty, integrity, and community service. The Bozard family tradition continues to thrive through generations. Their state-of-the-art facility features 91 climate-controlled service bays and a quick lane for no appointment-needed maintenance. Plus, enjoy the comforts of their customer lounge with Wi-Fi and the unique flavors of Ford's Garage, Restaurant, and Bar. Jiffy Burger. Bozard Ford is the proud recipient of the prestigious Triple Crown Award and named Florida's Dealer of the Year by Dealer Rater. Their team is dedicated to providing an enjoyable, efficient experience. Bozard Ford Lincoln offers the best in pricing, selection, and service. Visit Bozard Ford Lincoln today, just off I-95 and State Road 16. Your satisfaction is their mission because they are driven to inspire. Also, a big shout out to all of our other great sponsors: Fidus Roofing, Old Town Trolley, Bin 39 Wine Bar, B&S Signs, Chiba Hut Toasted Subs, St. Augie's Pizza, Chris Lucero Bail Bonds, and St. Augustine Handy Houses. Support all of our wonderful sponsors and support us with your likes, comments, and shares. You can find us on YouTube, subscribe, do the things. You can help Rebecca with gas money for the Campulence by sending stars right here on Facebook. You may not have heard that our app is updated, and in the Apple App Store, it has new features like a playlist link for Bollocks this evening, the 904 Vault, and direct links to St. Johns County, City of St. Augustine, and St. Augustine Beach public meetings. Take your 904 fandom to the next level with our app. All right. Good morning, folks. How are we doing?
Hey, happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday.
It's almost the weekend.
It is.
Yeah.
It's no longer Weekend Eve for me anymore.
Yeah.
I work on Fridays now.
You work on Fridays now. So, no, it's been a fun week. Really we had a great show with Levi last night.
You did. That was awesome.
We had a great time with that. Just really enjoying the new dynamic of the 904.
Normal. Yeah.
The new normal. Of the 904 now. So it's been a fun week.
I'm glad Levi was able to come in and join you. He's a great guy. Great conversation.
Yeah, no. We did sports. All our picks didn't come in. So if everyone listened to us by betting opposite of us, they would have made a lot of money.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Dad, your ATM decided not to cash out today.
I have a guy who's been winning for me all season long.
Okay.
All right, and he had to have 7 strikeouts, or he had to have 8 strikeouts. He has 6 in the first 3 innings. They played 9 innings. 4th inning, he hurts his groin and has to come out of the game. So he didn't get to his 8, and my ATM's closed now.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm going to have to get another job.
I hate it when a sure thing hurts their groin.
Yeah.
It's never a good day.
When a groin takes you out.
I know. Poor guy. Blake, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing well.
Yeah?
Fantastic.
Did the storms didn't help you sleep last night either, did it?
No, it was not nice to us at all.
No, I didn't sleep well either. How'd you sleep?
We have a tin roof, so I mean I slept pretty good. It was not the thunder or the storms that got me. It was the 5-year-old with the who was in full on ninja mode.
Yeah. That
got me. So that's what kind of took me out as far as my sleeping goes. And the puppy whining at 2:00 in the morning. She she was polite. She waited till it stopped raining.
Yeah.
To
wake you up.
Yeah, to wake me up. So
fill
that was
in the
nice.
gaps of the noise.
So it was good.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I have a Great Dane that does not like lightning or thunder. She's fine with rain. Mm-hmm. She doesn't like lightning or thunder. So she was very stressed last night.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's the good thing about having dogs that are bred to be kicked in the head by cows. they're not afraid of the thunder.
Yeah.
Our old shepherd, she did not like it a lot, but I know there's a lot of pups out there that get stressed out.
Yeah.
About it, so.
Great Danes were bred to protect royalty, so they're very good at the door, but thunderstorms not so much.
Thunderstorms can take them down like that.
Yeah.
They become a chihuahua like.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Very snuggly.
So I was going to say, did they just get up underneath you, or?
Yeah, I was working last night late, and I got the head under the elbow and the nudging,
Yeah.
And when a Great Dane nudges you, it's gonna like throw your arm.
Yeah,
so,
you're not gonna stay on task at that point.
No,
Gotcha.
she knows not to mess with this hand because this is the hand I need for the mouse, and I do a lot of copy and pasting with my accounting job, and so she doesn't mess with the mouse. She only messes with the left arm. She knows she's getting nowhere on the right hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think our dogs know left from right.
Yeah,
So.
she'll snuggle this side, but she'll never come to this side. And if she does, like, get really needy and come to this side, I just look at her and she just walks back to the left side. She knows can't do it. Can't throw that mouse. You have a question of the day.
All right. Question of the day is, and Blake's not going to like this question because he doesn't eat these things.
Yeah.
Eggs. What do you put on your eggs? First off, how do you eat your eggs? And then what do you put on your eggs? Because everyone puts something on their eggs.
Yeah. So I am an over medium, over easy girl. Salt and tahini. I don't do black pepper, but
Okay.
I do tahini.
Okay.
That's a little bit of spice. Gives you a little something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. And it depends on what kind of egg I eat. So if I do scrambled, I actually use ketchup on my eggs.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't with ketchup.
I do ketchup on my eggs.
My husband does too. I can't.
Yeah, and if it's I'm an over easy or over medium. If I do that, it's salt and pepper, and then if I have like Spencer's seasoning or something like that, I put that on there.
Nice.
So
If I do scrambled, I like cheese and ham with my scrambled eggs. A little creamy, a little extra something.
yeah.
But
By the way, I know I didn't eat before I left, so I'm planning on making a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich when I go home.
yeah,
Before I go into my grown-up job.
your grown-up job.
Yeah.
Yeah. We keep bacon in the house almost all the time.
Yeah.
The only time it's not, it's because we ran out and we haven't had time to make it again.
Yeah.
My family's big bacon family. I have videos of my babies trying bacon for the first time, doing little happy dances.
Yeah.
So funny.
We have lazy bacon.
Yeah?
You know what lazy bacon is?
No.
Okay, Blake, you want to explain what lazy bacon is?
So lazy bacon is the fully cooked bacon from Costco.
Okay.
So the bacon's already cooked. So the only thing you have to do is just heat it up in the microwave.
Like 10 seconds. You don't even have to. It doesn't even have to be like 20 seconds. You just put it in there 10 seconds, and it's sizzling and it's lazy bacon, and
But still good though.
it's so good, and it's really surprisingly lazy.
Yeah, that's fast bacon is good.
Yeah.
We get the low sodium Costco bacon because they don't have sugar in it.
Uh,
I don't care so much about the sodium, but I don't want the sugar added to it.
yeah. See, I need
And
the
so-
sugar.
Yeah. So we do that, and we'll do the entire, I think it's sold in 3 packs at Costco. We'll do the entire 3 packs all in one batch cook.
Yeah.
And that'll give us almost a week for my family.
Wow.
Family
Yeah.
of 5.
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone likes bacon in my house.
It's just me and Blake that eat the bacon at our house.
Yeah.
So
So it'll last.
Yeah.
lazy bacon lasts a while
It
because
does.
it comes in a big pack.
Yeah.
Just sits in the fridge. Pop like 2 or 3 in. Yeah, don't have to worry about all the grease popping all over here and everything. So.
The problem with that in my house is that my kids would not cover it, and my microwave would just be one big grease fire
Big
waiting
grease,
to
yeah,
happen.
it'd be a big ball.
Yeah. You don't eat eggs, Blake?
I once in a while if I'm feeling it though, but definitely it has to have like ketchup. It has to be scrambled. I had to have lots of ketchup, lots of salt, and lots of pepper.
All right. And we can't even make the joke about Cadbury cream eggs because you don't do chocolate either.
No,
Come on, Blake.
I'm
I
sorry.
thought I was picky.
Oh,
Oh please, you haven't seen myself and Ty. Come
oh yeah,
All right.
yeah. No, I have 2 autistic children and a 5-year-old, and
Everyone.
a girlfriend who's probably even pickier than them.
Oh, yeah?
So in my house, it's I a lot of times I cook for myself, and then I cook individual meals for each of them.
If you
So.
ever need something a little more adventurous, you can just swing by my house. Louie will cook for you. Because I'm a pretty picky eater and I married a chef.
Oh yeah.
And so his hands are tied a lot.
Yeah.
So every now when we have guests over, he's super excited and he gets to make like bourbon bacon Brussels sprouts and the things that I won't eat. But
Probably what him
love.
and I need to do is he cooks something, I cook something, and then we just kind of swap, like, you know, and because I make usually my buddy Ricky, who works with me, gets the benefits of all the stuff
the
that
leftovers.
the family doesn't eat at all. So.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on a second. So I didn't know Louis was a chef. So maybe possibly we could do like a stardom showdown between Lenny and Louis. We just pick like a random food that we have to be the judge of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The retired chef's face off. Louis left the restaurant industry right now, but he is a chef and he loves making food.
Yeah. No. And Lenny's the same way.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like to cook. And I like to go into the pantry there, which was just a cabinet for us. We don't have a big pantry. Go in there and just grab like a couple little things and go, hey, what can I make of this?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's one of the most fun things to do.
Girl.
You're a recipe girl.
I need a recipe.
I'm a by taste. Nope, it needs that.
I think it needs to have a recipe for me as well. If I make something by myself, like I have to know like, okay, what do other people do so I don't mess up.
Yeah, I think it's a picky eater thing is that you want consistency in your food.
Yes.
I've heard recently that part of the reason why people with sensory issues and texture issues don't really like fruits and vegetables is because they're so inconsistent. You never know what you're going to get. You can't predict that, and so it becomes a negative experience. And I think there's something to that. So it wouldn't surprise me if we're team recipe just for that consistency reason.
It might be.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, Blake or Ty likes cucumbers, but cucumbers are fairly consistent. So he likes cucumbers, and he likes watermelon. Outside of that, it's pretty much, you know.
Yeah.
Chicken nuggets, fries,
chicken nuggets,
Dr. Pepper.
He actually will do shrimp hot dog. I mean, he on most meats he's pretty good.
Okay.
But
So that's pretty consistent too.
yeah, and Blake does no veggies. Yeah.
My grandmother didn't do them either, and I think I inherited her like sensory texture taste weirdness. And she got better as she got older. So maybe I'll improve when I get older and I'll no longer be a 5-year-old child with my food preferences.
Yeah, no, that's and Pete was the same way. He has like a teenager palate.
Yeah.
You know.
No tomato.
No, it never grew up. Your palate never grew up. It's okay.
It did with alcohol.
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
Blake's still there. He's good.
We'll
That's
get
why
there,
I'm a
Blake.
great driver. No.
Ew.
All right.
You're not forcing me.
We won't force you. I would never force anyone to drink. It's time now for a quick check of the weather.
Rainy.
That quick check of the weather is brought to you by Bin 39, tucked inside the St. George Inn at the north end of St. George Street. Bin 39 is St. Augustine's hidden gem, offering over 95 boutique wines, including 50 rated over 90 points by Robert Parker. Perfect for a quiet date or after-work escape. Enjoy rare wines by the glass or the bottle in a charming courtyard setting. Open daily from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. with live music Thursday through Sunday. Come sip, relax, and say, I'll have what Irving's having. Discover your new favorite pour at Bin 39, your taste to discover. And be careful with this one because the roads are wet. Hit the Blake's traffic report.
Oh, boy.
Traffic. Yay. So surprisingly, does it, even though the roads are a little bit wet on 985 today, the sun is out, so hopefully that should dry it up though. But for today's 4th traffic cam, we got some corgis racing.
Corgis race.
Oh, I actually got locked into this last week.
Yeah?
It's up in Washington or something like that, and it's a big deal. They take over like a horse track or a dog track or something like that.
Yeah.
And then it's all a straight sprint. But like these corgis will get ahead of themselves and then they'll topple over. And they have an owner on one side and another owner on the other side, and they wander around.
That's hilarious.
Look at them. They just kind of are zigzagging across, and
there's no consistency.
yeah.
It's a corgi.
Yeah, no, we were laying bets last week on it.
Running potatoes.
Yes.
Corgis are hilarious. My friend has a couple of corgis, and so I just sent her someone, those hyper realistic cakes?
Mhm.
Someone made a hyper realistic corgi cake, like
Okay.
standing up. It was on like a mottled chocolate base of 4 legs and a corgi cake. It was wild.
You see, I'd have a problem eating that.
Yeah.
I'd feel like, I was eating someone's pet.
You don't want a piece of corgi butt?
No. Do you ever watch Larry David?
No, I did watch Seinfeld, but not Larry David.
Okay. Yeah, Larry David has an episode where his Korean bookie is also a caterer, and he goes to the wedding, and his friend's dog's missing. So he thought he freaks everybody out. And he goes,
no.
"Oh, there's whatever the dog's
There he
name
is. So everyone's suspicious.
No, everyone's already spitting and throwing up and everything. Yeah.
Oh, man. That hit the Blake's traffic reports brought to you by Old Town Trolley. Hop aboard Old Town Trolley and discover over 500 years of St. Augustine's rich history and charm. Enjoy open-air views of iconic sites like the Castillo de San Marco, the Fountain of Youth, and Flagler's Grand Hotel. This 90-minute tour includes 22 convenient stops, 100-plus points of interest, all-day hop-on, hop-off convenience. Your ticket also includes free admission to the St. Augustine History Museum and more. St. Johns County residents ride free with a full fare guest. Sign up today at hometownpass.com. Old Town Trolley, the best way to see the nation's oldest city. All right, heading into the news. We got St. Johns County commissioners discuss draft e-bike ordinance submitted after crash injures middle school boy. St. Johns County leaders are taking the next step towards regulating e-bikes as safety concerns grow following a serious crash involving a middle school student. During Tuesday morning's commission meeting, officials discussed a proposed e-bike ordinance. Though it wasn't officially on the agenda, public comment made it a top topic. The draft ordinance prepared by the county attorney's office was submitted to the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office last week for review. This comes after a young boy was critically injured in an e-bike crash in Julington Creek, sparking renewed calls for regulations, especially for minors. The child was airlifted to a trauma center and remains in critical condition. Resident Chuck Lebanowski shared his concerns during public comment, saying a friend of his is still recovering after being hit by an e-bike. He emphasized the lack of helmet laws and oversight for young e-bike riders who can reach speeds of between 20 and 28 miles per hour, often without any safety gear at all. Jacksonville News Station obtained a copy of the draft ordinance, which would take effect immediately if approved. The proposal would make it illegal to operate e-bikes over 10 miles per hour on county beaches, park or ride e-bikes on beaches outside of designated hours, drive carelessly, including speeding, riding on handlebars, or weaving through pedestrian traffic. Commissioner Ann Taylor said she hopes to have a proposal on the May 20th agenda for official discussion and public input. County officials say the goal is not to regulate, but to educate families and young riders on safe e-bike use before more injuries happen. All right. Not to regulate, but to educate.
I have an e-bike.
Yeah.
We have e-bikes in our house, and I can tell you, they if you're not respectful of them, you could really get hurt.
Yeah.
And you can clip a curb, you can do a lot of things, and I think the young man who was hurt is doing a little bit better, is what I read. So I don't know how
he was standing up.
Yeah, I don't know how. Yeah, that's the same one I saw.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to enforce this. I mean, I just heard the beach thing going over 10 miles an hour.
You're gonna have people
you're gonna
with
pull
a speed
over
gun?
you're gonna pull over a 13-year-old.
Yeah.
On the beach. I mean that's.
Yeah.
It's I think if they go after the enforcement on this really hard, it's going to take up a lot of law enforcement time.
When it would be better served to have them somewhere.
Yeah. So I agree. There definitely needs to be an education, and there needs to be some safety factors in place for children under the age of 16 or whatever the bicycle laws are. But it'll be interesting the way this plays out.
I'm
Because I think it's going to pass. I mean,
Yeah.
coming off an injury like that, it's so traumatic that it's almost impossible not to vote for it.
it's likely that
It leaves the politicians in a very sticky situation. They almost have to vote for it, or
or
or they don't want kids to
they
be.
don't care about
They don't want
kids.
kids to be safe.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's. We'll see how this one plays out.
I really don't like kids on motor vehicles. That's just, I've known so many people injured in ATV accidents and mini bike accidents, and not so many on e-bike, but that's pretty new to becoming.
Well, I don't know if scooters are involved in this too.
Yeah, that's true.
If they're just doing the e-bikes, the scooters are equally dangerous.
So I'm looking at the ordinance, the proposed ordinance, and it will include e-scooters on it as well.
It will. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's good. Thank you, Blake.
you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, so I mean, the commissioners are in kind of a rough spot. Like, they're probably going to vote
Well, I mean,
whether they.
last election, one of our commissioners had a nasty crash on a scooter doing knocking on doors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, he went. I think he did some
Busted
damage
the
to his
chin.
jaw.
Yeah.
Like I think he broke his jaw.
Oh, wow.
So it was a pretty nasty act. I mean, these things happen.
Yeah, they do. I mean, anytime you get extra power and extra momentum, then that's a rough call. So we'll see how that goes. If you have thoughts and opinions, that proposal will hopefully be discussed at the May 20th meeting. A Ponte Vedra woman was killed in a 3-vehicle crash on US 1 in St. Augustine. Tragedy on US 1 yesterday morning in St. Augustine, where a 63-year-old Ponte Vedra woman lost her life in a multi-vehicle crash. Florida Highway Patrol says the crash happened around 8 a.m. at the intersection of Pine Island Road and US 1. According to troopers, the woman was making a left-hand turn from Pine Island Road onto US 1 South, where her car was struck on the driver's side by an SUV driven by a 19-year-old man from St. Augustine who was traveling north on US 1. The impact caused the woman's vehicle to spin and collide with a pickup trailer being towed by a 35-year-old Jacksonville man who was waiting in the median to turn onto US 1 North. St. Johns County Fire Rescue reported that one person was trapped inside the wreckage and had to be extricated. The 63-year-old woman died from her injuries. The 19-year-old SUV driver suffered minor injuries, while the man in the pickup truck was not hurt. All northbound lanes on US 1 were shut down for several hours as emergency crews cleaned the scene. Florida Highway Patrol, along with St. Johns County Sheriff's Office, is continuing to investigate the crash. Our condolences go out to her family, and we hope that the other drivers heal quickly from this accident. It's truly sad, and stay safe out there, guys.
When we do these stories, it's just like, okay, you really got to hug. I mean, you just never know. You just never know when that day is upon us. Yeah. And this woman was taken way too young, and loved the family, and like you said, hopefully everybody involved is healing and physically and mentally from this. And it is Mental Health Awareness Month. So these type of things, and we're going to have someone from Fire Rescue come in and talk about the new bill from the state about what these guys see in every day. But I mean, this is just, it's when you're in traffic and you're angry, you need to think about these things and just take a deep breath, because the people that those ambulances are going to need them for a reason. Because a lot of people get aggravated. They're late. They're late for their meeting, or they're late for this because of something, an accident's happened ahead of them. You need to, find it in your heart to be sympathetic and understand this. Your day's not that bad.
Yeah.
So
take the opportunity for some deep breathing. If you're a praying person, pray for them. If you're an energy person, send out positive energy, because it's not just the people involved in the accident. Like you said, it's the first responders that experience this on, a weekly basis, if not daily basis. And they see just the hardest things that we can't even imagine. Yeah. And then they're expected to just clock out and go back home. I'm glad we're having our guests come in to talk about that and the bill going through through the government, state government. It's just we need to do more to support mental health on first responders that see these things.
Yeah. So, without a doubt. So,
Yeah.
all right. I would say let's go to something a little more fun, but I see the Gas Buddy reports coming
We
up.
have the
It's coming
Gas
up.
Buddy gas
I see the
report.
Gas Buddy reports coming up soon.
Tell us in the comments what gas prices are looking like around you. We've got the Gas Buddy gas report. Sunoco at $21.99 North Ponce is at $2.84. Gate on Mizell Road is $2.87. Circle K at Florida 207, couldn't say it, is $2.87. The Shell at 146 King Street is at $2.87 as well. Owens on South Ponce is at $2.89. The Shell on Ponce de Leon Boulevard is $2.89. Sunoco South Ponce is $2.89 as well. Mobile South Ponce also $2.89. So is the Shell on North Ponce. Gate on US 1 North is at $2.99. That Gas Buddy gas report is brought to you by Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Are you or someone you know in trouble with the law and in need of immediate bail assistance? Look no further than Chris Lucero Bail Bonds. Their team of experienced professionals is available 24/7 to provide fast and reliable bail services, ensuring that you and your loved one can get out of jail and back to your life as soon as possible. They understand that this can be a stressful and overwhelming time, which is why they strive to make the bail process as easy and straightforward as possible. Their team will guide you through every step of the process, from filling out the necessary paperwork to securing your release from jail. Always remember the number 904-822-BAIL or 904-822-2245. We have live music today. We've got Jim Lamb at Milltop Tavern at noon. Taylor Roberts at La Cucina at the Cellar Upstairs, 1. We've got Smokin' Joe Shower at Backyard Island Cafe and Meehan's at 3 o'clock. Sean Ryan's at Bin 39 Wine Bar at 4 p.m. We've got Reggie Starrett at Cimarron Golf Club, 5 o'clock. There's a lot at 5 o'clock. We've got Dewey Via. I practiced it last night. At Guy Harvey Resort, also 5. Vinny Jacobs, Hurricane Grill and Wings, also 5. Trevor Compton, St. Augustine Shores Golf Club, still at 5. Wesley Ox at Beaches at Volano, 5 o'clock as well. Bill Sabo, O.C. White's, 5 o'clock. We're moving into the 6 o'clock hour with Jim Asalta at Barrios. Baby Gray, Hilton St. Augustine Historic Bayfront, also at 6. So is Joey Anderson at the Bridge at St. John's, 6 o'clock as well. Tony Scazzaro at Hyatt Place, St. Augustine, Volano Beach, 6:30. Joshua Tennessee Worthy at Colonial Oak Music Park, 7 o'clock. Yale and Gabriel, First Congregation, Sons of Israel. This is part of the Romanza Festival at 7:30. Natalia Rise, Cafe 11, 8 p.m. You go there. I have it on good authority. You just might see Clay Blasser. Vegas Gray, Trade Winds at 9 p.m. And Dharma is at No Name at 10 o'clock, rounding out your night. That music report comes to you from Fidus Roofing. Fidus Roofing is your local go-to for 15 years. And guess what? All their employees live right here in St. Johns County. They're the master elite contractors, which means they can offer warranties that no one else can touch. They love this community and they love you, so you know you are in good hands. 904-355-ROOT.
They do pavers
And gutters.
I love the assist.
Yeah.
All right. Moving into slightly lighter news, Governor DeSantis appoints a St. Johns County judge to the 7th Judicial Circuit Court. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has made a key judicial appointment right here in Northeast Florida. Lauren Blocker, a St. Johns County judge, has been named to the 7th Judicial Circuit Court. Blocker, who lives in Ponte Vedra, has served as a county court judge in St. Johns County since 2021. She was admitted to the Florida bar in 2011, holds her undergraduate degree from the University of Florida, and earned her law degree from Florida Coastal School of Law. Also on Wednesday, the governor appointed Michelle Simonson of New Smyrna Beach to serve as a Volusia County Court judge, both appointments reflecting ongoing efforts to fill key roles in Florida's judicial system. Good luck to all the judges. Serve with honor, please. Something that's a little less honorable. St. Augustine Spa closes abruptly after extensive gift card promotions leave customers hanging. St. Augustine Spa, very popular for a while, has suddenly closed its doors, leaving customers confused, frustrated, and holding on to gift cards they may never get to use. Small Indulgences Day Spa and Salon shut down unexpectedly, I'll say, with some customers receiving an email about the closure and others finding out on Facebook just hours before their appointments. I'm in that category.
Ooh.
One former customer, Bernadette Rival, said she never got notice and only learned of the closing online. Just weeks earlier, the spa had promoted large gift card deals offering buy one, get 20 free, enticing many to spend big. Now, many of those gift cards are completely worthless. Some clients, like Summer Mare, say they were told the business wouldn't be closing and feel misled. It feels like something is not right, Rival told us. Business owners don't make a decision like this overnight. To make matters worse, attempts to reach the spa for a refund or answers have gone unanswered. And there is a silver lining. Local spas, including Waves Salon and Spa, have stepped up, offering to honor the unused gift cards from Small Indulgences, and that's really cool.
Oh, that's really nice.
That's really cool. Thank you to all of you that are trying to make this right for our St. Augustine residents. In a closing email to some clients, only some, the spa acknowledged tough times, but did not address the issue of gift cards, saying only, "We did not forget about our clients." You forgot about me. Sorry, I interrupted. We did not forget about our clients. We will be in touch with updates. Really. So far, the Better Business Bureau says no official complaints have been filed, but multiple sources have reached out to the owner multiple times with no response. So I may or may not have received a Valentine's gift.
Oh, you definitely received it.
I received it.
Yeah.
Of the gift card promotion. And so we heard about the gift card promotion through my husband's work. And I thought it was kind of a courtesy to healthcare workers, and he works in medical rehab stuff. And so it was like, oh, well, you know, if I give you this incentive, then you'll send people here. So that's where I thought we heard this information from. I didn't know it was like a carpet bombing of these promotions. So at Christmas, for my anniversary, I got a promotion. It was a buy one, get 6. And so my husband and I split that as part of our anniversary.
Did you use any of them?
We used all of them.
Okay.
We fully used all of them. And when I was on my last one, my massage therapist was like, oh, they just upped it. And it was a buy one, get 10 at that point, which didn't seem like a huge jump up. And so I had used the one. So it was only, if you bought 100, you got $100 gift card, then you got 10 $100 gift cards.
Okay.
And so I got a $140 massage. So I used the one I paid for. I just didn't get my free ones.
You didn't get your free ones. Oh, okay.
But they
so
didn't
it's not
communicate.
awful.
Yeah,
it's still bad because they
I didn't
promoted
get what I was
and didn't
promised.
and didn't.
Yeah.
Do you think they went under because they were giving too much away?
Well, yeah, they had to have. So when I used that first one that I got in November, the spa was stocked, like the products were on the shelves, and they had like little jewelry section and doodads and thingamabobs and crystals and the whole deal. And there was a little succulent bar outside. People were in and out. When I went this last time, it was, the shelves were pretty bare. They had changed the rules. So with the first promotion, again, it was a buy $100 gift card, get 6 $100 gift cards. And the massages were about $120. So you would have to use more than one of your gift cards in order to pay for it and to walk out without paying anything other than the tip. And so that was allowed. You were allowed to do that. And they would just keep a running total of, you know, how much money you had left. Well, they had changed all of those rules the last time I went in. And you could only use $100 per visit. You could only use 2 gift cards in a month. And so I was like, okay, shelves are empty. They've changed these rules.
Yeah, it was inevitable.
Yeah, it felt a little bait and switchy because I thought I was going in. I had tip money for the massage therapist. and now I have to put an additional charge on my card because
I just don't understand. I mean, I'm a firm believer when it sounds too good to be true.
Yeah.
It usually is.
Mhm.
And I think they thought they had this wonderful scheme. I don't know if there was any intent behind it, but they should have saw, instead of doubling down on it, they should have recognized, hey, well, this pattern's not going in the right direction for us. We need to.
They should have stopped at the buy one get six.
And then it sounds like they doubled down on it.
They did.
So,
they
which
just
makes
kept
no sense.
multiplying it, and so the biggest I heard was buy one get 20. We didn't do that. Obviously, we had the buy one get 10 that we bought in February. And like I said, I did use one, and I got my $100 out of that deal. But it still sucks. Like, we were promised something that we didn't get. It sucks for the staff, because there was a ton of staff in there, and now they're just out of the job. And my understanding was they didn't give them notice. It's not like they knew when they were
never do.
hiring.
And everybody's always shocked by this.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've worked trivia for 30 years,
Mm-hmm.
and restaurants go under on a pretty regular basis.
Yeah.
Many times, because my trivia night's one of the busier nights they'll have at the restaurant. Many times they'll do the trivia show, and then I would drive by the next day, and the doors are closed.
That's why.
And they don't even say anything to me the night I was doing the trivia, like,
you're
you're not going to be here next week.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's happened probably 3 times in the 30 years that I've been doing trivia, where the last night was the trivia night. Next day, the doors were closed.
That's wild.
And the people who work there, like, hey, see you next week. All of us are like, yeah, we got this. But they never let you know, because, if you tell them, then staff doesn't show up.
Yeah.
And, that might be the last time you get to pay that mortgage bill.
Yeah.
So
I would say the location for small indulgences sucked. I mean,
I don't even know where it was.
So it's on Old Moultrie.
To put it nicely, it was near our old house on the Old Moultrie, like that intersection of Kings Estates.
So it's down near your place. Yeah.
So what I would have to do is head south on Old Moultrie through the Kings Estates light. Then I'd have to U-turn on Old Moultrie, or turn into one of the businesses and make my way back north so that I could turn in. And the roads, I had been there, like I said, 6 or 7 times. Mm-hmm. And it was still hard to get the turn because it's not marked. It's kind of a hidden turn, and it was set back. Parking was wonky. It wasn't a great location. And so I was kind of thinking they were doing that just to get people in and generate some buzz. But evidently it was just a death spiral, and they took advantage of the city. And that sucked.
They got stung by their buzz.
Yeah, they did.
So, and everyone else did too. Yeah.
I mean, Susan was my massage therapist there. She did a great job. I hope she lands somewhere local that can sustain the business and she can continue practicing. She's a great massage therapist. Troy, how do you want to check the comments today?
All right. I will, on this Thursday, I will thunderously go through the thoughts of the followers.
All right. While you do that, let me shout out a couple more of our sponsors. BNS Signs. Want your business to stand out and stay that way? Trust the experts at BNS Signs, family owned and proudly serving St. Augustine for over 50 years. That's older than me. From eye-catching vinyl lettering to massive pylon signs, they offer a full range of custom signage solutions. Their experienced team handles everything from design and installation to crane service, repairs, and ongoing maintenance. And their fast, responsive service, your signs go up quickly and they look new all the time. Visit bnssigns.com. Also want to shout out St. Augustine Handy Houses. Looking for the perfect custom or prefab portable building? Look no further than St. Augustine Handy House, proudly owned by Troy Usina Enterprises. Conveniently located in St. Augustine, Florida, this family-owned business has been serving the community since 1988. That's younger than me. Whether you're looking for a shed, barn, office space, or carport, St. Augustine Handy House has the highest rated handy house structures in the industry, built with a focus on quality and durability. Troy Usina's journey began when he purchased his first handy house structure, and today his company has grown from just 7 buildings to over 70 structures in stock, with fully customizable options to fit your exact needs. And the best part, Troy and his team will deliver level, and anchor your building free of charge. Open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturday, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. St. Augustine Handy House makes it easy to find exactly what you need. Financing options are available through their in-house finance company, ensuring you get the best structure at an affordable price, plus a licensed contractor. They guarantee your building will meet all state and local codes. Call 904-823-9092 today and discover why so many customers choose St. Augustine Handy House for their portable building needs.
Okay, that's the good Troy.
That's a good try.
All right. In the comments, Wawa was $284. Costco is at $279. The hammock down in Palm Coast on A1A is at $274.
Nice.
Iowa City's at $278. The BP at Lewis Point's at $282.
All right.
Over Easy won on the eggs.
Ooh.
And I think Tim is the one who said put a little daddle sauce on it. I agree with you, Tim. That's always good. I didn't realize we were both wearing plaid until someone brought it up in the comments. I had to look.
Lumberjack Thursday.
And Nick said it's directly across from Summerhill. I think Nick lived in Summerhill when we were there, Blake. Did you realize that? He was the house. I think they were the house directly behind us. We lived in Summerhill too.
Yeah.
And some people were mentioning about a meat cheese. We'll talk to that when we're able to talk about it. I've been in conversations all week about that situation. Okay. So I don't know if you know.
More to come.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to give a little more info on that tomorrow.
Indeed, more to come as well. But also there's one other thing we forgot to miss out. Thank you for Ann for saying the stars.
I had it written down and it's over here. So Ann, thank you for the stars.
Thank you very much.
And
Ann.
I appreciate. And if you guys hit that star button, it does help out us a little bit.
It does.
And Rebecca does need gas money for the ambulance. So
she does.
Yeah, check her out on YouTube. She's doing some fun stuff. So.
And we got the Stoidum stat today.
All right, Stoidum stat on this day, 1886. Jacob's Pharmacy in Atlanta started this little beverage.
Oh.
You know, and it was a health tonic.
They all are.
It was a health tonic is what it was. And they sold about 9 glasses a day until people started realizing, wow, this is a real pick-me-up of a tonic.
I feel amazing.
I feel great.
Yeah.
I should drink more of this tonic. Well, this tonic had cocaine in it.
Some might say it's addictive.
Yeah. And it is Coca-Cola. So on this day was the very first day Coca-Cola was served. Like I said, they served about 9 glasses.
Okay.
And that's pretty much what some individuals drink a day now. But I think they've done okay for themselves.
I had a bad soda habit. I've talked about this. Yeah, I was up to probably about 8 to 12.
Yeah, I was right there with you with Dr. Pepper's.
Oh, yeah. It was Dr. Pepper's first, and I got off the Dr. Pepper's, and I tried to do, like, Diet Coke, Coke Zero. I couldn't handle the aspartame. I went to just straight up full octane Coke, and I was there for a long time.
Yeah. But dude, Dr. Pepper, though, that is a gateway drug right there.
Yes,
I still go. I'll when I really want to have a soda because Ty will still drink. I'll steal one of his, but I do them in the little tiny ones, so I don't feel as guilty about it. Like the little 8 ounces.
It's so unsatisfying.
Yeah.
I by the time I finish it, I want more, but it's like
the bottom 4 ounces for me that really satisfy.
Yeah.
So it's just makes me wanting more.
Yeah, but we'll say the Dr. Pepper, like the diet version of Dr. Pepper, still tastes like true Dr. Pepper though sometimes.
Yeah, someone else told me that. I'm like, have you ever had the diet? I was like, no, I've never.
I tried it early days.
I drink a diet drink only if I'm dying.
Yeah. There's no other option. I hate diet sodas.
Because it already starts with the word die in it.
Yeah.
You know, they just throw a T on it to make you feel better about it. Yeah.
I can't do it. I just can't do it. I've never been able to do diet sodas. The only one I was able to maintain for a little while was Coke Zero. But when I was in Peru in November, they don't have Diet Coke. They only have Coke Zero. Okay. And they're like sucralose, Splenda, aspartame, whatever artificial sweetener they're putting in that, it has no aftertaste. And so I didn't have like my unsweet tea caffeine hit because that's what I do is unsweet tea.
Well, Mexican Coke's much better than U.S. Coke.
Well, they didn't have any like options for tea like I'm used to. And so I was drinking Coke Zero when I was there in November and it was delicious. It really did taste very similar to Coke. Not exactly, but pretty daggone close. And it had none of that like aftertaste you get with the artificial sweeteners. And I didn't get headaches, which I usually do with artificial sweeteners. So that was wild.
Cool.
That's Stardom Stat brought to you by St. Augie's Pizza in downtown St. Augustine, right on the corner of Riberia and MLK. Get yourself a slice. Oh, the delicious pepperoni. It's delicious. I love pepperoni pizza. Plugs, Troy?
Plugs, we got Bollocks tonight. Tune in. It'll be Lenny and Blake in there with us, and we're getting after it again. So we've had some fun shows this week. If you haven't started watching Bollocks this evening, tune in and share. We really have had a good time with it.
Yeah, it's a fun time. You guys are doing classic Bollocks tonight, like drunk history.
We're probably going to do half of the drunk
All right.
history side of it, and then some of the what's trending. Kind of we just throw out topics, and then we take the topics and go from there. So so we'll probably do 30 minutes of trending and 30 minutes of drunk history.
Awesome. Blake, did you have that flyer that I sent you?
I can pull up for you right now.
Awesome. I'm pulling that up too. I got an update from Tim and Jimmy Jam.
Oh, okay.
We've got from Tim, our good friend Wes Cowboy Watson will be feeding the first responders this Friday. They're feeding them lunch. St. Johns County Sheriff Training Office is where that's going to happen. Wes is a competitor at Jimmy Jam and has been for years. Jimmy Jam is donating the 600 to-go boxes and the buns needed for the event, and they are happy to help. We love our friends at Jimmy Jam. We love their continued community outreach. Thank you, Wes Cowboy Watson, for feeding our first responders. This is amazing. Want to shout that out. I'll probably mention it tomorrow, too, because it's a big
cool.
deal.
That's really cool.
It. Thank you, Tim, for sending that forward. If you have any tips or anything you want to share, send it to Amanda904 now. Bye, guys.
Bye.